Hello guys, welcome to Mellow Tarot. In today's reading, we'll be looking at what's their karma for hurting you. So, think of a person who's hurt you, and we'll be getting tarot today and some oracle cards to figure out what kind of karmic debts they'll be paying for hurting you. All right, or what lessons they'll be learning from what happened. All right, so I have 4 piles for you to choose from. Group number 1 has black tourmaline. Group number 2 has amber. Group number 3 has onyx. And finally, group number 4 has lepidolite. Alright, so take all the time that you need to choose your group or your pile. I encourage you to pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps are down in the description box below, and I will see you guys in your readings. Hey, group number 1, those of you who chose the black tourmaline, this is going to be your reading for what is their karma. So these might get kind of interesting. I'm going to start off the reading with a few cards from the Winter Seer Animal Oracle, because I want to just get some energies at play here, specifically for the person, or maybe you'll show up. We'll see what happens and what intuitive messages I get along with them. Along with the cards, and then we'll pull tarot and really get into the karmic aspect of the reading. All right, Spirit, for group number 1, please, can I get some messages about their person? Some messages about their person. All right, so what came out for you guys is the turtle. We have practicality. We have the fox, cunning, and then we also have the horse and travel coming out here. All right, so I'm gonna move my camera down just a little. All right, so what I'm feeling here is this person with the fox here. We have a very cunning person, all right? We have someone who's pretty sly, someone who can work around people pretty easily. They also may be very sneaky as well. Like, I feel like you don't expect things to happen with this person, and you're like, okay, maybe they're done with their bullshit, and then they sneak around and do something else behind your back, and you find out about it, and it's like, damn, they got me again. You know what I'm saying? We also have the turtle here with practicality. Now I'm also kind of picking up on your energy with this. Now this could be the person you're asking about as well, but I'm really picking up on you being kind of a practical, slow going, easygoing type of person. I don't see you sneaking around people, but because I feel like you just live slow, you live calm, you're not really like someone who goes out and does stuff all the time. I just feel like you're very easygoing, very chill energy is what I'm picking up here. And this person's energy is a lot faster, I will say. And so for that reason, because of this mismatch, I feel like you're living in the moment, and this person is just like out being sly, being sneaky, doing things behind your back that they shouldn't be doing, okay? This person also may travel a lot, or you may travel a lot, but because they're giving me that more movement type of energy, more of a fiery type of energy, while you guys are giving me more of a practical energy, more of a earth type energy, okay? I feel like they're the ones traveling around a lot, maybe getting into trouble as they travel perhaps, But yeah, that's the overall energies that I'm picking up here for the reading. So let's get into some tarot and see their karma. Alright, that felt like a really nice shuffle. Alright, so for group number 1, please, what is the karma for their person? What is the karma? Alright, so we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have the Eight of Cups, which also came out in the reverse. We have the Magician, and we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Whoa. Okay. So, first of all, what I'm seeing here is that we have a pair of King and Queen of Swords. So I do kind of feel like you guys maybe embodied these energies. You guys could have been a couple, perhaps. If not romantic, maybe you guys were a team in some way, because I'm seeing Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Now they're both in the reverse, so I feel like part of their karma is this divine union being broken. All right, and they also they don't really want to accept it, especially right now, because I don't see that they've worked through any of these energies. But we do have the Eight of Cups in the reverse, which is about walking away. So I do feel like maybe you walked away from them, all right? You put them behind you. Now, again, part of their karma is the connection breaking and them having to deal with that, all right? Which sounds very simple, but like, I'm getting the message that you guys could manifest a lot together. You guys work together well at times. I feel like you guys embodied like a different dynamics within the relationship, kind of like a yin-yang thing going on, and it allowed you guys to have a lot of success, especially creatively, and to manifest things together, all right? So what I see now is, now that they've lost you and they've hurt you in this way, they are going to have a slowed down manifestation. Like things that used to work really well, they're not going to work so well anymore. Things that you guys could do together, they now can't do anymore, okay? I also feel like you guys gave them a lot of strength. You gave them a lot of good advice, a lot of clarity. And you were probably pretty blunt with them, and they were probably pretty blunt with you, except for when they were being sneaky, you know. But in general, like, there was a lot of just honesty. So I feel like that's why this person, they kind of have this like dark side, I would say, with this fox going on, because it's like you really don't expect it from this person. It's like when you guys are together, everything is so honest. You feel like they're being straightforward with you, but it's kind of like they just leave out truth, and so you don't really expect them to be pulling one behind your back, but they are. And I feel like they've done this to you multiple times, like on repeat, and that's why you may have walked away. But yeah, their karma is definitely a slowed down manifestation ability for them. We also have the Wheel of Fortune here, and I feel like this has been like a fated connection for them, all right? like divine timing was at play that brought you guys together. I feel like you guys were both meant to learn lessons from this connection. However, I'm not so sure it was supposed to last, you know? It was kind of one of those things where you're supposed to just learn your lesson, learn what spirit brought you together for, and maybe it gets you to a certain point, but it can only get you so far. So the connection kind of broke down, right? So I hope you guys, group one, learn things about yourselves from this connection. However, Spirit is saying here with this Eight of Cups that it's best to keep your distance, at least for now. I'm not saying you can never go back and reconnect or talk to this person or anything, but I do see some advice here that keeping your distance is going to also serve them a little bit more karmic justice as well, because they're forced to, it's kind of like with you, or anytime they get your energy or they're with you, it's kind of like they get this manifestation boost. They get an energy boost. They get this spark of excitement. And if you even talk to them remotely or give them any hints that you're like, you know, putting things behind you, or, you know, like you just give them any sort of energy in any way, I feel like it's going to start to give them that manifestation ability back, you know, just because of the way your connection is. It's like very strong. So once you give them attention, it's kind of going to re-heighten them. All right. So, but what Spirit is trying to do here is show them what they did, and it kind of weakens their abilities a little bit because they're not with you. So they kind of have to learn for themselves. They kind of have to start over. And I do feel like they're in for a rude awakening to some degree, all right? Because I really do see them struggling to see what happened. And it's not that this person is really dumb, but I just don't think they valued your connection as much as they should have, or realized how much you were actually helping them. They may have also taken you for granted in the connection, so that could also be something happening here as well. Okay, so again, they're going to realize how much they took you for granted. They're going to realize how much of a team player you were, and how much you built them up, how much you helped them. And they're going to realize that being so sly and lying and keeping things behind your back and not being this King of Swords, honest, truthful, and clear partner that you needed. And again, I say partner not in a romantic sense necessarily. It could be, but it could also be like a friendship. So I'm just speaking to relationship when I say partner. But back to my point, instead of being this clear and honest partner that they should have been to you, they're going to realize that they were not embodying this King of Swords energy like they could have. And so it's interesting. The Queen of Swords is known for cutting people off, you know, and off of their head type of energy, like how dare you slight me, that type of thing. So I don't really feel like you guys are afraid of that either. I don't think you were afraid to cut this person off once it got to some point now. It's kind of like, all right, you've crossed the line too many times and you walked away. So we got all this horse with travel, could also indicate like you guys traveling apart from each other. So there's also that there as well. So yeah, their karma is really going to show up in their manifestation and your absence. And remember not to give this person too much attention, because it's going to take away from the karmic lesson that they need to be learning right now, okay? So that's all I have for you, group number one. I hope the reading helped you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in another video. Bye. Hey, group number two, those of you who chose the amber, this is going to be your reading for what is their karma for hurting you. So like I did for group one, we're going to start off with some cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle to get some of the energies going on in the connection between you and whoever you're asking about. So we'll see what comes out here. then we'll get some tarot, and we'll be looking at the messages about their karma. All right, Spirit, for group 2, please. Energies about their connection with their person or their person. All right. So we have 2 birds coming out. Actually, 3 birds coming out. My bad. I forgot a rooster is also a bird. We have 3 birds. Isn't that something? Okay. So I do feel air energy coming out here. So that might be helpful for you. So that would be Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Your person or you may have a lot of air energy coming out here. But we have the wren, which symbolizes humility, and we have the rooster, which symbolizes pride. So first off, I'm picking up on some opposite energies, and then we have robin, which is helpful energy. All right, so this is quite interesting. So I feel like this person may be a very prideful person. Like they just have a really big ego. And now we all have egos, obviously, but it seems like this person doesn't mind really putting down others in the process. They want to be the biggest and the baddest rooster in the bunch, and they don't really care who gets in their way. It's just anything to make them look bigger, to make them look better, to make them stand out more, to make them get the most likes, to get them the most attention, the most money. You know what I'm saying. Apply it to your situation, but that's what I'm feeling with this rooster card. And differently here, I feel like you show this person humility, and how to humble themselves, and I don't think they like that, honestly. And I do feel like this energy was helpful to them in growing themselves, but I feel like you show them humility. And you're a very humble person, and I don't see you as prideful like this. I kind of feel like you're embodying this wren, and I feel like you're humble, you're helpful to this person, and I feel like they may have let pride just get the best of them, and that may be how you guys' connection ended, or maybe you were just like, all right, I've had enough, like, you're a little too cocky, it's a little too much for me, you know. So I feel like you kind of put this person in their place. So I'm very interested to jump into the tarot now, just to see like what karma they're getting for this, because you guys feel your energy. I really like you guys' energy group too. I feel like yours is coming out more than theirs, just because you're like angry about this situation, or like frustrated, and I feel that. Like what I'm feeling is like you guys have been really sweet, really helpful, very kind. Like I just get such a kind energy from y'all, and it's just kind of like they have this person just really gets and strikes a nerve within y'all, and it's like I can feel your frustration and your anger for the way they've treated to you, for the way they've talked to you, and perhaps what they've done to you, and I can just feel your frustration. But y'all's energy in general just feels really sweet and kind. So yeah, let's get into the tarot though. Also, I'm hearing for some of you, this may not resonate with all of you, but I feel like this person that you're asking about may be bigger than you in like size, like physical size, and they like to use that to make you feel inferior to them in some way. Okay, that's for someone in particular, and then also just in general for the rest of y'all. I'm feeling like they just like to make you feel inferior to them in general. Alright, Spirit, what is the karma for group 2's person? we got one card on the floor. Alright, so we have the Hierophant. We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Well, it doesn't look positive. I will say for them. Like, I feel like they have a lot to go through now. I see you guys trying to put this person in their place, and being humble, but I don't feel like, how do I say this? I feel like you guys shouldn't be the ones, or maybe you are the ones to put them in their place. Maybe you're the ones to call them out in front of everyone. We have this Three of Cups card here. I feel like this could have been a friend of yours, or just someone that a friend of a friend type of energy. This could even be like a serious relationship you maybe had, but like, I don't feel like this person, I feel like you're a very deep and kind-hearted person, and I don't feel like the person you're asking about lets you get close to them, you know? They don't let you know the truth, the depths of them, you know? Like, you can't really get into their mind so much, or their heart, because it's like they're just so prideful, and it's like you just can't get past some sort of surface egoic layer, you know? Because it's kind of like when you start to just shed your ego with a person and have those like real heart-to-heart conversations, regardless of how that makes you look to the other person. I feel like that's how you get to like the core depths of someone. Excuse me. But I feel like this person doesn't really let you get there with them. They have this hard exterior shell that they like to show, okay? So as for their karma though, with this Three of Cups here, I see that communication with others is going to start to cause a lot of problems, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I see a lot of conflict in their future. Like, eventually this person is going to get tired of being like this, and they're going to want someone that, you know, they can talk to, and that they can, you know, have some sort of intimacy with, because it's a lot of work to hide all of the insides of you, you know, and cast out a whole different image. I feel like that's a lot of hard work. And so much so that it's gonna burden them. Like, it's gonna just be such a heavy load to carry until they break out of this and they find some humility that you were trying to show them. But I don't know if you were the person. I don't think you're the person to like finally break them out of this, if that makes sense. But I feel like you were the person that they're gonna go back and think about and be like, oh, this is where all this started. Group 2 tried to tell me, and I did not listen at all. I just got mad. I just showed anger to them. I treated them horribly. All right. That's what I'm getting here. So I feel like, but I don't, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't feel like you're the person to fight them on this. You seem more like a person to just like let it go and walk away and put your kindness and helpfulness somewhere else. But again, you could be the person to break them out of it if you were like sticking with this person, but I don't feel like you have the energy to give this person anymore. And I feel like this is their burden to carry on their own. The Ten of Wands talks about like a very heavy load, like a lot of work or just a lot on your shoulders. And I feel like holding up this image of themselves, this ego, it's not who they actually are. So it's taking a real toll on their mental. You can see this is going straight through his mind, this tree. I feel like it's taking a toll on their mental and their physical body. They're also going to be going through like a lot of conflict. Maybe not with you necessarily, although if you're the type of person who wants to just, you know, go off on this person and try to keep them in check all the time, you be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you shouldn't be that person. I just don't feel like you are. All right. But that'll vary from person to person. All right. Because this is a general reading. But I see them just getting into all kinds of conflict with people. And honestly, I feel like this just stirs them up more at this point. Especially with the Ace of Wands. It's just kind of like maybe they're just being a shapeshifter to some degree, to where it's just like as soon as someone shatters a slight piece of their ego, you know, they just cover it up with something else. I feel like they have every excuse in the world, and they're a very defensive person, I feel like, as well. But yeah, I feel like they're doomed to, you know, have no intimacy really in their relationships. They're not going to have any like profound connections, you know, or friendships, any sort of relationships that like actually see them for who they are, because they don't show who they actually are, you know. And I know there's people who can see through that perhaps, but I don't feel like this person is going to feel very seen, you know. It's going to get old. It's a heavy burden. It's going to take a toll on their body, on their mind, and they're also going to continue to get into conflicts, okay? And we also have the Hierophant here. I feel like, how do I put this? I feel like they're just going to have to, I feel like they're the type of person to like go to some sort of like traditional route or like religion or something to like help them solve their issues. I don't feel like I feel a lot of like spiritual wokeness, perhaps would be the word. I don't know. I just don't see this person really having any emotional intelligence, really. Or I don't see them, you know, really being about expansion. I don't see them, you know, being into magic or spirituality or anything. I feel like they're the type of person to like, you know, seek Christianity or some sort of religion that, you know, maybe their family's into, because I feel like eventually they're gonna like break down. Or maybe this is even like just school, or, you know, just putting themselves into like something traditional, something conservative, something to just like settle down and direct their energy towards. So this could be like church. This could be like, I don't know, school, learning something new. I don't know. It could be a lot of things, or even like the military. So that's another example I could use. But I feel like it's going to be that really grounds them and puts them and sets them back into reality, honestly. So I don't feel like it's really going to come from a specific person, but I do feel like you could expect an apology. Not anytime soon, but once they, you know, play this cycle out over and over again, they're going to get tired of it. They're going to get tired of conflict, tired of starting over, tired of this heavy burden, tired of having no intimacy in their relationships, having no communication. And one day they're going to break down. They're going to realize all of this. It's kind of like the curtain is going to come up finally for them. And they're going to think about you guys. They are. And they're going to apologize to you. So that may be months, that may be years. But you could definitely expect an apology for this person, because the way that they live, their lifestyle, the way that they just embody themselves isn't built to last, and I can see that. So, excuse me, I'm losing my voice, but I don't feel like it's built to last. I feel like it's eventually going to break down, because this way of doing things isn't going to work, and they're just going to have to go back to like a simpler way of being, something structured. Something to go through that really like, you know, makes them realize, okay? And also, when I was speaking earlier, I'm not dogging other religions. Those are completely fine. I'm just using religions as an example. I don't feel like they have like a very open mind in a way. And there are some religious people who even do have really open minds. But I'm saying like, I feel like they have a very closed mind, and they need some sort of closed-minded thinking mechanism or something like already made to direct their thoughts and to like really uncover themselves. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I know I explained that kind of weird. I apologize, but yeah, that's what I have for you, group number 2. I hope this reading made sense to you. I hope it gave you some clarity on their karma. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye-bye. Hey, group number 3, those of you who chose the onyx, this is going to be your reading for what is their karma. So before we get into the karmic aspect of the reading, I want to pull some cards from the Animal Spirit Oracle to get some overall energies between you and the person you're asking about. Just see what's going on or what happened, get some context. Alright, Spirit, for group number 3, please, tell me about their connection with this person, or about this person. Alright. I'm going to take these 2 that flipped over, and I'm going to take this one away because I've been doing 3 cards for each group so far. So we have a wolf with freedom. We have a cat with detachment, and we have a rabbit with fertility. Okay. It's interesting how we have 2 predators and then this rabbit's here as like prey. So I feel like this person, take it as it resonates, but I feel like they could have some sort of advantage over you, or like took advantage of you in some way, of perhaps your weaknesses, or perhaps you showed intimacy or opened up to this person and they may have betrayed your trust in some way, or used what you opened up about against you in some way. I'm getting that here. Yeah. I feel like you guys are very creative, and you have a lot of ideas, whereas I feel like these people, or this person, perhaps it's a group of people who has done something to you or wronged you. That could be for some of you. I didn't really get that message with the other groups. It felt like more of a single energy, but I do feel like there could be multiple energies at play against you here. Alright, especially since we have like a cat and a wolf, which are like 2 different predators, I would say. Cats and dogs, you know, that's kind of different energies. And then there's this rabbit here, which is completely different from all of them. So I kind of am feeling 2 energies who are about to get their karma for hurting you, perhaps. Okay, so yeah, I feel like one of these people has more of like a dog type of energy, with this wolf, you know, seeking freedom, runs in packs more, whereas with the cat, I feel like the cat is more detached but sneaky and cunning at the same time, almost like a fox. So maybe you don't even think 2 of them are working together, but they are. Okay, so there's 2 people, I feel at least, who this karma is for. All right, so they could be completely like unrelated, you know what I'm saying, but I feel like they're getting a similar karma for what they've done to you. Okay, so they could have worked together, or they could have not. All right, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense to you guys. Sorry when these get confusing. All right, so let's get some tarot cards about the karmic aspects of this. Spirit, what is the karma for the 2 people involved with group number 3, hurting group number 3? Whoa. Too many. What is the karma for hurting group number 3? One more. All right. So we have the 6 of coins, the strength card, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Knight of Coins, and the King of Wands. Okay, I'm hearing a very specific message to tell you guys that especially this person, whoever embodied this cat, I feel like they took a lot of pleasure in hurting you. I'm hearing the message that cats like to play with their food, which is true. So I feel like they took pleasure in hurting you in some way. Also with this wolf figure, they may have taken like a different approach. It's just more like they felt like it's just what they had to do was hurt you, you know? But it still doesn't make it okay, you know? Like, I feel like they were maybe like put into a corner somehow. But instead of standing up for you, they decided to just go forward with the move that hurt you anyway, just to fend for themselves, all right? So what I'm seeing here is an evolution of you as their karma. Honestly, when I was hearing that, you know, cats like to play with their food, I feel like this cat person is very sneaky. I feel like this person has honestly been like, you know, praying for your downfall of some sort, which is horrible energy. And I don't even like talking like that, but I do kind of feel like this, whoever embodies this cat person is like really against you. I don't feel like this wolf energy has, it seems like almost like, how do I put this? Like the wolf doesn't really want to hurt you, but it's like they had to hurt you. Almost like stealing some food because they're hungry and can't afford it. That kind of energy. Like something they don't want to do, but they're hungry, so what else are they gonna do? It kind of feels like they were between a rock and a hard place, whereas this cat feels a little more manipulative, a little more wicked, all right? And the cat does not want to see you shine. Whoever is embodying that energy, they don't want to see you shine. And I feel like they're trying to, like, you know, feed off of you. They have like a vampiric energy. So what I see as their karma here is that they're watching you grow. We have the 6 of coins here, which is, you can see here, there's that little wolf looking thing in the background, and the 6 of coins is about generosity. You can see she's giving these coins to these beetles down here, okay? So what I feel like is that the wolf energy here, again, it was kind of like they're hungry and they took what they had to take. I feel like you in general are a generous person. So part of the karma to this wolf energy is that, what was I about to say? I'm so sorry, guys. I just lost my thought. I hate when that happens. But yeah, I feel like part of the karma to this wolf energy is seeing you still be generous with others, and not being affected by whatever they maybe took from you or whatever they did to you. I feel like that did nothing to stop your generosity and your character. So I feel like that's part of their karma. It's just seeing you continue to be you, right? We also have strength. Now this one I feel like is really hurting the cat the most, and this King of Wands, right? Is the cat wants you to feel weaker. Whoever this person is, I feel like they like making you feel weak and powerless. But I can see that the way that you bounce back from getting hurt by whoever these people are is really your testimony to yourselves, and it's really showing them like karmic justice, because they're not getting what they want. I don't know why this cat takes so much pleasure in you not succeeding. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe, I don't know. It could be anything. Maybe they just don't like you. I couldn't tell you. It'll be different for each situation. It probably is jealousy though, honestly. But you show strength in the face of fear. You still keep rushing forward. You haven't lost your fire. And then we see you bloom into like this King of Wands, which is fiery, which is almost like this phoenix energy that I'm getting here, where it's like these two may have, burnt you to ashes, but you rise back as like a phoenix, like a new force to be reckoned with, and they never saw this coming. And so I don't feel like they're capable of reaching this sort of power, this sort of strength. They really just showed strength by preying on the weak, perhaps, if that makes sense, whereas you show real strength by showing courage and facing your fears, right? And you don't stop, and you keep moving forward no matter what's trying to get into your way, okay? So I really like this reading, actually. It really shows how strong you are, group number 3. But yeah, now I feel like with the Knight of Coins, what this is saying to me is that they're moving a lot slower than you are. I see your generosity here. I see your creativity here. I see your passion here. And I see your strength here, okay? And all of these energies are going to grow and make you become an amazing person, and it's part of your destiny. So the Spirit's also saying that you had to face these people as challenges, as checkpoints, it's kind of like you needed these to become who you are now. All right, you need this perhaps pain, you need these people to hurt you to kind of test your strength. All right, and I see that it is making you even stronger and even better of a person. And I don't even see you being mean to them. It's just kind of like you hit the most ultimate glow up on them, and then they're like, damn, well, they can't really do anything about it except for just, sit under you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's jealousy, and they're forced to just watch you grow, and they're not growing. Okay? These people aren't growing. So, that's their karma, is watching you shine, and they're not able to hurt you anymore. They get to sit back and be jealous of you. Yeah. So that's really what it is, okay? I wish I could say more, but there's really nothing else here other than like you are shining and they're not, and they're forced to sit in your shadow. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading helped you. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see y'all in another video. Bye. Hey, group number 4, those of you who chose the lepidolite, this is going to be your reading for what is their karma. Alright, so how I started all the readings was with a card from the Animal Spirit Oracle, actually 3 cards, to get some energies of you, maybe your person, maybe both. We'll just see what comes out, honestly. But yeah, so I just want to get some context of the situation and the connection, and then we'll pull some tarot to get what their karma is going to be. for hurting you. All right, group number 4. Let's get to it. For group number 4, Spirit, what's going on in their connection? Who is this person who hurt them? Alright. So, I'm going to take this top card that came. And I've only been getting 3. So, can't take all 4. Alright, so we have Swan with Beauty. We have Caution with the Doe. And we have Watchfulness with the Crane. Alright. I feel like this person may have hurt you by not acting on something. Like maybe someone was hurting you and they did nothing about it. They didn't stand up for you. They just kind of sat back and watched it happen. That's almost what it feels like. Or you were going through like a really hard time and they weren't there for you. What I'm getting with this doe and crane energy here is that a very just like sitting back energy. Like the doe is so cautious that like, you know, I think of like a deer in the headlights where it just freezes. And then with this watchfulness with the crane is just like sitting back, watching things happen, analyzing, that's not a word, analyzing the situation. But I don't see like very active cards here. And we have this swan here representing beauty. I'm not sure if this represents you or maybe your person or maybe both. But with that, I do kind of feel like with the swan that you're very beautiful and they're maybe charmed by your beauty, and perhaps they were only in some sort of relationship with you for like looks or something of that nature. But yeah, I see some things happening to you and this person is not doing anything about it. Like I don't see action here, you know? And I feel like this inaction on their part is like what really hurts you, all right? So, or perhaps their motives were just like not the best, all right? Especially if there was like, they were only in a connection with you for your beauty or something, or they just wanted something out of you, like they used you for something and then they dipped, you know? Like I see like that type of energy here as well. All right, let's get to the karma for this person. One more good shuffle. All right. Spirit, what is the karma for group number 4's person? All right. So we have the Ace of Wands, which is funny because that's an action card. We have the Devil. We have the Page of Swords. Let me get these to move. My bad. The Page of Swords. I keep losing my voice today, guys. I apologize. I think it's been in every reading today. My voice just cuts out. These fall allergies are getting to me. Page of Cups. And we have the Moon. Okay. This person is going to have to always live with the fact that they sat there and did nothing for you when you were in pain. Or I'm not sure what happened, but it just seems like this person just sat back and watched shit hit the fan for you. They didn't step in. They didn't stand up for you. They didn't take care of you. They didn't try to do anything for you. And I feel like that was kind of like a stab in the back. you may have been there for this person when they were going through a rough time, and now when you're going through a rough time, it's like, where are you? You're not there for me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like you thought that was reciprocal. You thought this person would be there for you in a time like that, okay? So part of their karma is to constantly have to live with that burden and that fact that they weren't there, okay? We have the moon here as well. So I feel like this is deep in their subconscious and it's coming out. It's not something they like to think about. This person could also have addiction issues, and they could be perhaps drinking a lot or taking some other sort of drugs a lot to escape the thoughts that come for the fact that they weren't there for you, or the fact that your connection has broken off. I feel like it actually brought them a lot of pain. And for those of you who feel like this person was only like with you for like superficial reasons or to use you of some sort, I feel like they realize your value later, now that you guys are apart, and they're like, damn, I used group number 4, or they're like, and they have to live with that fact that they used someone for something and they treated you so poorly and just threw you away like that. And I feel like they realize that you do have a lot of value now, and they shouldn't have just done something like that to you. So I feel like this person must live with a lot of guilt, and that they're going to have a lot of dependency on drugs or just things to distract them, or I mean, honestly, you can be addicted to anything. So I just see this person struggling with addiction, trying to distract themselves for what they did to you. Now, with the pages, we have 2 of them here. Page of Cups and Page of Swords. So I see this person having new beginnings, especially with this Ace. I feel like they're going to learn how to act in the future. I feel like, and not just sit back and let shit happen to you or shit happen to other people. I feel like they're learning to take more initiative. And I also feel like they're trying to learn more about themselves eventually. Like, I see eventually they learn their lessons from this, and they try and vow to be a different person when these situations arise. Next time, they're learning to give back to others and show love in return. So it's an equal give and take. And I see them learning to be honest, be clear with their words, and it's like I see a lot of good here, honestly. So but before they get to these parts of themselves where they can actually learn these lessons, I do see them struggling with guilt and addiction. But when this breaks, I do see that they might come back and apologize to you. They will learn their lesson, and it's going to change who they are in the future. I see this person growing to try to become a better person. If not for you, for someone else, which kind of sucks sometimes, because it's like, it sucks to see someone treat you so badly, but they learn their lessons from what they did with you, so they're like this way better person to someone else. And it can suck because it's like sometimes we did way more for that person than the person they're treating well now will ever do, but hey, that's life, right? But I kind of see that playing out here, perhaps, okay? So that energy is also coming through. Yeah, so I will say this was not the longest of all the readings today, but I do feel like it had a very clear message. That's all I have for you guys. I hope that this reading resonated for you. I hope that it helped you. If it did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another reading. Bye.